Hi guys. So I'm here at the hospital and we are in the process of being induced. It's crazy. So let me just kind of tell you guys what's been going on so far. We already did a whole bag of IV fluids, so I don't need any more IV fluids till tomorrow at like 8 in the morning. I got here, they checked me. I was 0 centimeters. So frustrating, but it's okay. Then I was not effaced at all. So they inserted something called Cervidil, which is supposed to help soften, dilate the cervix. It's gonna be in there for a total of 12 hours. So they're gonna check me at 4:30 in the morning. Right now it's like 6:10-ish. And so they're going to see if the Cervidil did anything, which I'm hoping it does. It does stuff for some people and some people it doesn't. So it just kind of depends on my body. My blood pressure is looking good, which is great. I am cramping. I mean, I've been cramping like on and off for weeks anyway, but I don't know if it's the Cervidil or it's this hospital bed. Honestly, it's probably like a mixture of both because this hospital bed is so uncomfortable. I felt like I was leaking fluid, so they checked to see if my water broke and it didn't, which I didn't think my water broke, but it definitely feels like I'm leaking. Also, they have me on a wireless monitor, which I'll show you guys in a second. It's really cool. Normally when I come get my NSTs, the monitors are like strapped down to you and you like can't move. If you even like move an inch, the monitor's messed up. Well, this monitor was working great until I went to go to the bathroom, and now it's like the baby doesn't want to stay on it. So this is what the wireless monitor looks like. So no straps, just it's like taped down. So you keep hearing that. He like goes on and then he comes off, and he needs to like stay on or else they're gonna have to change it. My husband Nick, he was here and he's gonna come back, but he had to go take our dogs out to use the bathroom, and he's gonna stay at the house for like 2 hours or so and then come back. So the room's pretty small, but it's really cozy. So that's where baby will go. And then that's like our suitcase full of stuff. It's so packed. We probably packed too much, but honestly. So here's my little setup. My chicken broth and my Jell-O, and it's actually like an off-brand Sprite, but that's okay. I like the diet ones better. I got my little orange juice, and I have always wanted a hospital cup. But I'll update you guys with any changes. So far, so good. I don't think I've missed anything, so I'll probably just check back with y'all at 4:30 in the morning unless something changes. So far, nothing's going on. Belongings that you bring with you. Do you have like glasses, retainers? So it's 4:15 in the morning, and last night at around 9:45, I started like spotting every time I peed. I'd wipe down there and there was a little bit of blood, not a lot. And then at like 10, I started having contractions. Nothing intense, like they're not really painful, they're just kind of uncomfortable. And I've been contracting on and off all night since 10 o'clock, so like the last 5 hours. And I finally went to sleep at like 1 o'clock. It's really hard to sleep in this hospital bed. And I've been on and off, in and out of sleep for the last 3 hours. And they came in, they haven't checked me yet, they're going to in like 15 minutes, but they came in to like readjust my monitors because I had to pee. And I got heartburn. And apparently my nurse is the one who checks me, but my doctor came in for another delivery, and the nurse said when my doctor saw my chart she got excited because she's like, oh, she's contracting. And I slept through the contractions, and I have no meds or anything, but they're very mild. And I think I was so tired, I could sleep through anything. So after they check me, they're going to start Pitocin at 5:30. So I'll come back and let you guys know if I'm dilated or effaced or anything like that. I'm hoping, since I've been contracting and I had some spotting, that is good signs. That is good news. So I'll be back. Okay, so I am 1 centimeter. She said it's a hard one, but I am 1 centimeter. And she just kind of like tried to stir things up. So I'm gonna bounce. You can't really see it because like I'm like butt naked in the back. So, but I'm gonna bounce on this medicine ball until we start the Pitocin. And so I'm really praying that today is baby day. Like, I'm really, really hoping and praying today's baby. Okay, guys, it is currently almost 11:30 at night, the same day. I wanted to update you guys through the day, but it's just been a lot, and so much has happened. So, if I can remember everything correctly, they ended up coming to check me, and after Cervidil, I was 1 centimeter dilated, 40% effaced, -2 or -2 station. And then at 12:30 p.m., they checked me again, and I was still 1 centimeter, but it was like a better 1 centimeter. And then I was 70% effaced and -1 station. So he definitely progressed. And then at 4:30, we inserted the Foley balloon. And let me tell you, it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I know I'm about to like be pushing a baby out, so I don't know how much worse it can get yet, but it was horrible. And I'm actually going to insert a picture here. Yeah, that thing, I had it in for a total, because it just came out not too long ago. I had it in from 3 something to about 10. So I had it in for like 7 hours. Well, the first 4 hours were so painful. I'm talking about, felt like I know saying I felt like I was dying sounds so dramatic, but it was, I'm telling you, I wanted to vlog that painful experience, but I was in so much pain, I just couldn't. Like, I was crying, I was hyperventilating, I was just in so much pain, and you can imagine why, because that thing was like on my cervix. So at 7 o'clock, I was just at my wit's end. I was like, there's no way I can do this, because the plan was for that to stay in for 12 hours. So they were gonna come take it out at 3 a.m. But if it falls out on its own, that means you've dilated pretty well. So it ended up, I went to the bathroom around like 10:20, and when I came to go sit on the bed, it like flew out of me. The nurse checked me, and I was like 5 to 6 centimeters, like kind of in between. And the cervical checks definitely don't hurt as bad now. Like, they were hurting so much at 1 centimeters, but now I guess I'm just dilated a good bit that it's not hurting. But I am like bleeding, so I have like a pad under me. And my water is like bulging. It didn't break yet, but it's bulging. So she thinks it could potentially break on its own tonight. And if it doesn't, my doctor is going to come in around like 8 something in the morning, sometime around then, to come break it for me. And then from there, we just wait. So I'm really hoping, because the fact that I'm progressing so well, you know, you read these stories in like mom groups, and you know, everybody's body's different, but you know, I'm 37 weeks, so I'm 3 weeks early. I'm a first-time mom, and on top of that, I'm being induced, which there's always things that happen with inductions. And of course, we're not finished yet. The baby's not here, but you know, I'm doing really, really well. And my doctor even said that she was expecting to have to send me home, because that was the plan. If I wasn't progressing, I could go home for a few days. And I'm so happy that I'm not having to be sent home, because like now I'm having him within the next 24 hours. Like most 99.9% chance I'm having him in the next 24 hours. Like I think we'll have him by like midday tomorrow. So my contractions are 2 to 3 minutes apart. So I got those IV pain meds at 7 o'clock and I felt so much better. And I don't know if they've worn off completely. It definitely started wearing off like right before that thing came out. They probably have worn off because it's been like 4.5 hours. And because they said they can give me a new dose every 3 to 4 hours. And I don't need one. The contractions, like, they're uncomfortable, but they're not horrible. I can bear through the pain. It's really not that bad. I do feel more pressure going towards, like, down there. So I think he is going down. And I know that's when it's going to start hurting worse because the contractions, like, at the top of your stomach, they don't hurt like that. But when it gets to, like, your cervix and your, like, pelvic area, it's pretty crappy. So that's the updates. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm just so happy and like proud of my body for doing so well, for being, 3 weeks early, which is, I'm considered full term, but like as a first time mom, like I was saying earlier, I didn't finish my sentence, but like you read stories in these groups where people get the Cervidil and it does nothing for them. They have to do 2 rounds of Cervidil. They do the Foley balloon and it doesn't work, or something. I don't know. Like, there's so many different things you see. People that aren't dilating at all for like days. And just because I'm 5 to 6 centimeters now doesn't mean I can't stall. And she did tell me that. She said, that you could stay there for hours and not do anything. She's like, you could definitely progress, but she's like, don't be upset if you stay there. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just praying and hoping that since things are going fast, in my opinion, they're going fast, that once things pick up a little more, it'll just keep going. Like, it's just going with the flow. Because we got here at 3 o'clock yesterday. We didn't start doing anything till like 4:30, but we got here at 3 o'clock yesterday. It's 11:35 the next day. So we've been here for 24 plus 8.5 hours. What is that? 32.5 hours, something like that. I think that definitely before the 48-hour mark, we'll have him. So I'm so excited, you guys. I'll keep you updated if my water breaks. Let's hope my water breaks in the middle of the night so that things can pick up. Hey guys, so they just broke my water like 45 minutes ago, maybe longer. I wasn't feeling the contractions at all last night, like at all, or this morning until they broke my water, and now I am starting to feel them. They're bearable, but they do hurt. I was still 5 centimeters dilated. Boo. But hopefully my water breaking means things are about to progress. Nick went to go let our dogs out, but he's coming right back just in case things get crazy super quick. And I'm feeling okay. I got my ice chips. I feel so dehydrated because they're pumping me full of saline, but I didn't drink much all throughout the night at all because I still had to pee like 1,000 times, and I didn't drink anything. And it's a pain in the butt to pee at the hospital because I'm attached to all the monitors. So every time I have to pee, I have to call the nurse to come like unhook me. And I know they don't mind, but that would have been like 14 times, like if I would have drank or ate ice chips or anything like that last night. So I just chose not to, which I know is stupid, but I'm eating them now. It feels so weird to have your water broke. It literally feels like just the fluid coming out of you. It's the weirdest feeling ever. So I have a bunch of like pads under me, and like one's like directly on me, and I could just slowly feel the fluid leaking. But there was a few times where, like right now, there's a good bit coming out. Anyway, so today's actually also my pawpaw's birthday, and so the baby's gonna be born on his birthday, which is crazy. Well, he better be born today. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So if he's not born today, I'm going to be so disappointed. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say. I feel like we're just trucking through. My plan was to go natural. But I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to end up getting an epidural. We'll see. But yeah, because these contractions, they're not horrible, but I know they get worse. So that's the update. Hi guys. Okay, I know I look a hot mess. I have not fixed my hair. Right now, I'm on the birthing ball. We're taking a break from Pitocin. I have like 25 minutes left. And then I can't be on the birthing ball with the Pitocin on, which I don't really know why, but anyway, so the Pitocin's off and I've had a few contractions by myself. Not as much as the Pitocin gives you, but I'm contracting by myself, which is good. I don't remember the last update I gave you guys, but they checked me earlier and I was still only at a 5, which is killing me. And I know that's not always an indicator of anything. Like, you can dilate from a 5 to a 10 in like 2 minutes. I mean, your body can do some crazy stuff. But he was a little lower. They said they didn't give me a station, but they said his head was molding, which means like starting to mold to go into the birth canal, which is good. So I don't know how far low he is, but I think I'm about to get another contraction. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're coming on. Sometimes something just kind of like hits me for a second and then it goes away. I will say the contractions I can get through. I really can. They are not bothering me. I have no pain medication at all, as of now anyway. The thing that is killing me is being in this bed because I can't, with the Pitocin and all that stuff, I can't like walk around the room. That's why with the Pitocin off, I'm able to get on this ball. And my body just gets so stiff. Like, these beds are not comfortable at all. And we rotate me every so often, but it's like my hips get so sore and my legs and my knees, just everything just gets sore. Because you got to think also, I've been in this bed for 48 hours now. I mean, yeah, I'll get up to pee or, you know, every so often I can just get up, but I can't like go walk around or anything like that. So, because I've been on Pitocin since I got here basically, and we've only taken like 1 or 2 breaks. I am pretty hungry. Like, I don't really focus on the hunger mentally as much, but then my stomach growls and it hurts and whatnot, and I can't eat till he gets here. I can't even drink water. I have to do ice chips. So anyway, so I'm trying to like go back and forth on this ball and bounce a little bit and try to get him to like put some pressure on my cervix, help get dilated, because my water's been broke now for almost, no, 6 hours and like 15 minutes-ish. So after it's been broke for 12 hours, they have to give me antibiotics. So I don't know how exactly long my water could stay broken before we have to, like, I don't know, change plans. But we have about 6 more hours before they have to give me antibiotics, because the longer your water's broke, that's that ball, if you hear that, by the way. It's hitting this chair behind me. But after 12 hours, your risk of infection goes up, because they have to check you every so often, see if things are moving along, and that increases risk of infection. They're taking my blood pressure. This cuff gets so tight. Oh my gosh. The lady's about to have to come in here and fix this crap. It does this all the time. So when she came in to fix this, I don't know, every time I move my hand in a weird way, the machine goes off and they just have to like shut up. She said that when they start the Pitocin, they'll actually still let me stay on the ball for just a little while, because my body's contracting on its own, but the Pitocin will just kind of help it. And as long as I'm feeling okay, then I can keep doing my thing on here. So I'm hoping this does something, because I really, really, really need him to come. And I know it's on his timing, which we induced me. So really, you know, he wasn't ready. But he was doing so good. And we are really still doing good. I mean, we've only been here for a little over 48 hours. So it's not the end of the world. And I don't even know if you would consider like the beginning stages when they like put the Cervidil in me, like me being in labor for like 48 hours. I don't think so. I don't know when they count when labor starts. I'd have to ask. But yeah, so hoping this works, and I really, really want him to come before the night's over. Hey guys, it is 2:30 in the morning. I do not remember the last thing I updated you on, but I'm pretty sure I haven't told you guys this. So I ended up getting Stadol. I had it the night before for the Foley balloon, but I ended up getting Stadol because my back was hurting. The contractions weren't hurting, but my back was killing me. I was so uncomfortable. So I slept for like an hour or two maybe on the Stadol, and then when I woke up, I felt the contractions full force in the front, and I was on like level or whatever 24 of Pitocin, and the max is 30, and I was not feeling them all day, barely anything, if anything. But those contractions were picking up really fast, and I was not getting a break at all. The more time went on, the more I was in excruciating pain, and I don't know how moms do it natural. I could not. I mean, I had no break. It was constant pain, constant contractions back to back to back, and I think I went through that for like an hour or two, maybe. And I was like, okay, I need an epidural. There's just no way, because even with the contractions, I still was at 5 centimeters. I was not progressing at all, which is really frustrating, but it's okay. So I figured, since the contractions have been picking up so well, if I got the epidural, they can keep going, and I just wouldn't feel anything. Well, the complete opposite happened. I got the epidural. I don't know how long it's been, probably like 3 hours ago, something like that. And I've completely stopped contracting. Baby's looking fine, but I completely stopped progressing at all. And I'm sure I've regressed. They're not going to check me again. I don't see the point. But I'm sure if they did, my dilation is probably like completely stopped and slowed down. So with that being said, we scheduled a C-section for 7:30 in the morning, so about 5 hours from now. And even though it's not what I had planned, I'm totally okay with it, honestly, because tomorrow is day 4 of this, and I'm tired, and my water's been broke for like over 17 hours now. So by the time we did the C-section, it'll be close to 24 hours, and you know, we can't have that going on. So it is crazy how you have plans and God's like, oh girl, you know, it's gonna be totally different, and it's okay. Like, as much as I wanted a vaginal birth, it's not the end of the world, and I'm really ready to meet him, and I'm ready to start recovering and like just feel better, because this has been rough. And all the nurses have told me that. They're like, you have given it your all, you have given it your best shot, you've done everything, and it's just a long process. You know, I wasn't dilating past a 5. I've been a 5 for over 24 hours now, even with the contractions, even with Pitocin. So it just is what it is. It's not, it's okay. That's the blood pressure cuff. This thing gets so tight. My blood pressures look great, honestly, and I'm kind of glad I already have the epidural, so that way in the morning I guess they just can up it or something, because I'm starting to be able to move. And she's like, all you'll be able to feel is the pressure of them like moving things around. I'm not gonna be like feeling them cutting, which I'm like, okay, I hope so. I'm gonna tell them though. I'm gonna be like, look, please make sure I am numb enough, because I've heard some stories. So I told my husband, he woke up for like a split second, and I told him I'm trying not to wake him so he can get some good sleep. I slept for a few hours and woke up and saw that the contractions had stopped. So I called the nurse in and asked if we were going to schedule one. And she's like, we already did. So I have this on my head because I puked. I had been feeling nauseous like the last 24 hours anyway. And then I think after I found out about the C-section, even though I'm like really okay with it, I think it just kind of pushed the puke out. So I have this rag on my head to kind of like cool me off. And I'm numb, but I can move my legs still. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, I'm gonna try to end up falling asleep for a little while. So hopefully the next time I update you guys, I'll be in postpartum. I should be in postpartum by like 8:30 in the morning-ish. And I hate that I can't immediately hold him for like an hour or so. But it's okay. I'm excited. I get to meet my baby and like, I get to meet him in the C-section room, like in surgery. So I get to meet him about 5 hours. So ready. Hi guys. So it's actually been 2 weeks since I've had my little boy. And I tried recording in the hospital, and it was just like nurses constantly coming in, and it was just really difficult to videotape him, and I was tired and so much happened. I'll actually be doing a whole like story time on my hospital experience, my birth experience, C-section experience, basically all that stuff soon after this video. But my baby is officially 2 weeks old. His name is Anakin Aaron Morris, and he was 8 pounds 1 ounce, 20 3/4 inches, and he is just perfect, honestly. Oh, and he was born at 7:59 a.m. So you saw the first video of him. That was like the day he was born, I believe. This is him at 2 weeks old. He looks so different. He was so chunky when he came out, and I think it's because they pumped me full of fluids. But he is adorable, and as of today at 2 weeks old, he is 7 pounds 8 ounces. So like I said, I will be doing a few more YouTube videos, just talking about my experiences, talking about how motherhood has been, because it's been crazy. Things have just been so opposite. It's been great, actually, to be honest. He's a very, very easy baby, and for the most part, I mean, it's really been great, but just things not going as I thought. But yeah, so there you go. That's my son. It's weird to think that that is who was growing inside of my stomach for 9 months. Like, he's perfect.